So this is the smallest Threadripper air cooler out there at 125mm in height, and really it is meant for server racks or SFF builds that just don't have the height clearance. If your case has substantially clearance, I would recommend skipping the U9 and U12 altogether and just go with the U14 TR version, since all of these coolers are so closely priced together, but the U14 is the only chip that offers very good cooling with real overclocking potential. With this said, the U9 TR4 is rated at 180 watts DDP, so yes, it can handle a 1920x2920x to a 1950x2950x, but not the WX series chips. The cooler is beautifully packaged and comes with all sorts of cables, a long screwdriver, and thermal paste. The 92mm fans aren't as quiet as I thought they would be at full load, but still aren't obnoxious. Mounting was super easy, but it should be noted that this cooler does require low-profile RAM or the fans interfere with the RAM. You can slide up fans up the heatsink, but I am not sure how that affects cooling. I have the NH-U9 TR4 in a micro ATX Sliger Cerberus 18. 5 liters case with 6 case fans. The two most important case fans for my build are the top-mounted 120 slim exhaust fan, and the most important one is the side bracket-mounted fan that intakes air, and it sits right above the cooler, barely not touching it. The side bracket fan lowered idle temps from 39°C to 34°C and allowed me to run my previous Ryzen master settings that I had with an ASTEC 240mm AO. When stress tested with CPUs, I am getting 75°C, which just barely is under the 68°C throttling limit. Overall, this is the only TR4 air cooler that fits into my case, and by no means is it a bad one, but it just takes a bunch of fans to keep it properly cooled. Use this in a 4U server. The cooler is mounted on a 1920X, 12C/24T. Tested with Prime 95 at 100% load, never tipped over 65°C. Really impressed with the performance and how quiet the fans operate even under full power. Obviously your mileage will vary depending on your case's airflow. The craftsmanship of these coolers is second to none, and the mounting brackets are the easiest I've used by far. Only thing I'd like to add is that seeing these brown fans is like an insurance policy that you're not going to have any troubles for a very long time. So don't be thrown by the color. It's a brown beacon of light in an ocean of terrible black/RGB fans. I made the mistake of buying the Lee & Dynamic 011 without considering a cooling solution for my Threadripper 2950X, thinking my Wraith Ripper cooler would fit. Boy, I was wrong, with it frustratingly being a mere 5mm too tall. Looking online for a cooling solution, wanting a CPU cooler tower opposed to AIO, I skipped over this cooler thinking it won't be enough to keep the 16-core beast cool enough. I was desperate and almost resorted to buying the only AIO cooler for TRX4 in the market for $200 when my desperation brought me back to this little Noctua CPU tower cooler. I decided to give it a shoot and was astonished. This little cooler kept my CPU a cool mid-30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Stress testing my 2950X for about 5 minutes, didn't have the patience for a longer run, running fans at full speed, keep her about in the 60 degrees Celsius range consistently. No need to think, just buy. She isn't half bad looking as well, smile. Click link in description for more reviews.